Get with the program.
Okay, I'm with the program. I'm a bit slow.
We're a couple minutes early.
I know, right? There'll be nobody watching this early for us.
Let's see.
It's the last week. So everybody, this is just while we're waiting for people to come on. This is August the 18th, and this is the final week of our Daydream Sampler.
Yes. So, and it's much prettier than I thought. Well, I don't like samplers typically.
I love samplers.
I know.
So this is what we're working on tonight. We're getting all the blocks set together, right? Well, actually, they're set together. I cheated. We're going to show a couple things.
I wonder how many people are at this point. Other than Marilyn Hargraves has got hers done.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anybody else's yet. I don't know. Anyway, we'll wait for a few people to come on.
Well, we got 9, so maybe can you guys say hello so we know if we've got
Our screen is
comments coming in?
I'm gonna get in close to you.
Oh, sure.
Because I missed you.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that Wednesday's afternoon sale is going to be broadcasted over here, as far as I know, because we are going to get rid of everything that was left over from the yard sale. So we're
not seeing comments.
Oh, glory.
Hi, Debbie, Mary Lou, Peggy.
Oh, that's really weird.
Oh, there they're coming. That's the first
coming.
one on my phone. It's just
Okay.
really slow on yours, apparently.
There we go.
Okay, we're seeing you now, guys.
So this Wednesday sale is going to be what's left over from the yard sale. We had a yard sale over here with the New Brunswick ladies, and then we had a yard sale for 2 days. And so what's left, we're going to clean up one-ofs. There's a lot of one-ofs, a lot of leftover things. So instead of me go find a place for home for it, we're going to bring it over here and have our sale here Wednesday afternoon. So there's a mixture of fabric.
Oh, there's a whole mixture.
There's some batting.
There's some backgrounds.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of everything.
There's a little bit of everything.
So that's coming up on Wednesday. For anybody that's new, that's how you get your name into the spin wheel. We had a few people last week that said, I want my name on the spin wheel after I posted who had purchased. They didn't know they had to purchase. So
right.
You have to purchase from Wednesday until we go live on Friday to get your name in the spin wheel. We have a lot to show you tonight. We're really excited. What did we decide we were going to do? We're going to show them first, or we're going to go right into the...
You said we were doing this first.
Okay.
We do have a few things we want to talk about tonight.
We have a lot of things to show you. You don't want to miss. We've got a little quilt show to show you. We have our linen projects to show
you.
Toweling.
Not linen.
Toweling. Well, isn't a cup towel part of a linen collection? No? Okay.
Whatever.
Okay, so we're going to show you the quilt that's on the floor. We're going to show you, Twyla has it all sewn together, but we're going to show you how to weave, or I put the borders on.
This is Deb's technique, and we're just going to mention a few things about the sashings and
what they said.
Yeah, and we're going to show you that although this is the way they have it laid out,
we're not doing it that way.
You will notice that when you look at the quilt on the floor, that I moved some of our blocks around because they didn't seem to look good. Like there were too many things
butting up
against each other that didn't look good. So, and it's almost impossible I find when you have a scrappy sampler like this.
To know until you got to lay it out.
Exactly. And even then, sometimes you could stand there forever switching blocks around. At some point, you just have to call it quits.
Okay.
So, let's see. Are we charged now? No, I can't unplug it. Okay.
But I don't think you have to worry about that. We'll just switch it around like this.
Okay, but you don't have a lot of...
I'll do it because I'm used to handling this. We're going to go over here.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is the quilt. There we go. So, Twyla, I'll let you go over and explain.
I'm trying to make my way around.
So it's like
an obstacle course.
It is because of the yard sale tables.
So one thing I did want to point out is if this has nothing to do with this particular quilt because this quilt uses these corner squares. But anytime you're setting a quilt together with blocks, like a sampler quilt or anything that has blocks going across like this, even if you aren't going to have like a sashing like this, if your sashing is plain and it tells you to cut it in one long strip, it is sometimes easier if you actually use your same fabric and put your cornerstones, even though it's the exact same fabric as your sashing, because then your blocks line up perfectly. And you don't have to take the time to mark those. If you have one long strip of sashing, after you get this row sewn together before you join this, you almost need to mark, follow across your sashing and mark on the wrong side of this sashing where that seam is supposed to be to meet up so that this makes a nice even line across.
So it is much easier.
So it's much easier to put a corner block and you don't notice it. Like it doesn't look out of place.
No.
Right? It's fine.
But I didn't like it when we laid it on the floor.
So this is what's supposed to come next. Where did I put the little border piece right there? So next, according to the pattern, is supposed to be the black. I wonder down here or up there, which
Doesn't matter. I can get anywhere.
So next is supposed to be, our border would be this. And as soon as we put it there, Deb wasn't, here, let's spread it further. Deb wasn't liking that. She found, tell them what you didn't like.
I didn't like the way the block ended on the black.
Yes.
It looked like it was running into it. I thought it needed a beige.
So she went and cut another border. And as usual, she was right.
Well,
so it does look much better if she puts a strip of this first.
See how it makes the square a square?
It floats better, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't butt so abruptly, and that's going to look much better.
So the thing is, when you put your first border on, you can't follow the border measurements that are in the book when you get to that black, that last one, because we're going to add that in there. It's going to change your
You're going to have to measure, which we recommend anyway, that you measure. Like, you don't typically just cut any border, even when the pattern gives you the size. You don't usually go ahead, right?
Right. I always measure it.
Yeah. Because everybody's seam allowance is different. And an eighth of an inch builds up across the run of a quilt if you're off a little bit, right?
And Twyla and I both sewed on this.
We did, and it worked out perfectly, but that's just a fluke. So, Deb, are we going to show them how... Oh, I got to... Excuse me, guys. Wow.
So, we already measured it, and we know the quilt measures exactly what the book said.
Let's show them what... Like, when you measure, how do you measure?
I go right down the middle.
Yes. And then do you pull it right tight or what? So I'm going to hold the camera. You're going to go down there. I'm going to put my foot here on this. And you're going to go down there and show them what you do.
What I do?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're right there.
Yep.
But you got to hold with this too.
Oh, yeah. Right. We have a little purse.
So I pull it like this. And I just lay it there. I give it a little tug and then let it relax. Is that what you do, Twyla?
Yep.
Give a little tug and let it relax. And we are right at 79.5.
Yeah.
So that's what I cut.
Okay.
I cut those. Now I'm going to show you how I put them on.
So according to this pattern, and I find in most patterns, you do put the long edges on first because then you can get away with a shorter piece on your, I'm coming. I just got to, there. I had a bad twist.
Okay.
I had a knot in my knickers, guys. Okay.
I don't want to know about your knickers.
You don't?
No.
Oh, man.
So I already cut this. I know that it's the right measurement at this point because we measured it. So I am going to sew it down about 1/2 inch and stop with my needle in.
To hold it.
And then, can you see me if I walk back? I'm going all the way to the bottom.
Now, this doesn't mean you have to do it like this. This is Deb's method. Some people put a pin in both ends.
I don't use pins.
No, I know that, dear. I know.
So I do it like that, and I pull it tight,
Mm-hmm.
and then I fold it like an accordion. And then just go right down the side.
Now she's ready to sew, and we'll show you what she does with her hands as she gets to her accordion pleat.
So then I'm going to sew it down as far as I can reach. That's as far as I can reach, so I'm going to release my first fold.
There, okay.
That's as far as I can release. So, and then I release that next fold. Release one.
There she goes. She's almost to the end. Halfway. Well, over halfway, probably.
Well, I will fold the other one out just to see, show them how I fold it by the accordion. I'll do the other side too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get right to the end.
So, look, Ma, no pins. There.
That's right on. Then I'm going to take the other side and do the exact same thing.
Is that the right piece? I didn't steal the wrong piece, did I?
You better not have.
Well, that's what I want. I don't think I did. I think I took...
That first one fit.
Okay, well, that must be it. So her needle's down, and now's the part where she's going to stand back and get it all right out to the very end.
Seriously, so 4 borders on like in 10 minutes, like not even 10 minutes. Once you get your measurements.
So she's sort of flipping her fold to the back, away from her. You're not putting the fold towards you, because that probably wouldn't work as good.
No, probably not.
So that's a technique if you guys want to try it. Maybe something different that you haven't tried before.
I have showed it before, so.
Yeah, but you have some new people now that... And some people put a pin on both ends and mark the middle of their binding in the middle of their quilt and put a pin there and go like that. Whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong. I love it when you're sewing on a border to another border or whatever, because there's absolutely no points to keep your eye on. There's nothing that you're going to cut off. I love that. Because I have to confess, my points sometimes need to be fudged a bit on a border.
Okay.
There.
So that's how quick you can
So that's how quick. So there. That's that part done.
So then I would remeasure it. I wouldn't have to, because if I had taken this measurement and I cut these at 4 inches, so 4 plus 4 equals 8. And I take off 1 inch for my seams, which makes 7. So I would add 7 to my other measurement. I always take off 1 inch to account for a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch there.
Yeah.
So whatever my measurement is.
Because chances are if you're off a bit on any of your blocks, it's going to be consistent through your quilt, right? So as long as you get one measurement, you're probably good.
Once I measure the middle of my quilt, I never remeasure it after each border. Even if I put 4 or 5 borders, I always figure it out mathematically at that point. Right.
Well, and the chances of it being off a lot is slim because you're only taking 1 seam down there. So if you're off a hair, it's not going to add up real quick. No.
So that's it.
Okay.
So now we're going to show you some fun stuff.
Well, we're going to
talk about the Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put this back. I just want to see. I don't know if no, I guess we've got no other. Boy, you guys are quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our.
So we are getting ready that this sew along will be done.
Okay.
We'll have it all quilted for next week so that you can see it. The last person that I see that said anything.
That's
was
it.
Peggy.
Yeah, the rest, there's a lot of people that's giving like thumbs up or whatever,
Okay.
but no comments that I'm seeing.
Okay. We just don't want to miss questions if you guys have questions. Next one is our Christmas sew along
There you go.
that we are starting. We do have a few of these books left in stock. They are $22. If you want one, I think I've only got like 3 or 4 left out of a lot. So we are going to do this for our next sew along because we like the layout.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want any more Christmas quilts because I still have my last 3 years of Christmas quilts. So we are going to adapt this quilt with this layout, give you guys the option of doing the Christmas version at your place, or you can follow along with us and get the substitutions, which Twyla will post on the page.
Yeah.
So after the
On the
live
quilt project page,
Yeah.
we'll put any of the substitution things there.
So after the live, give her time to get home.
Mhm.
By the next morning, she will have the block put on there
Yeah.
that we have substituted.
Yeah. So Deb picked not a Christmas fabric because she's not going Christmas. So this is your bundle.
This is my bundle, and we do have some of these bundles in stock.
So she basically started with. Do you remember how
I
many?
started with that.
No, but how many quarter meter cuts or whatever that you started
let's
with
count
or
them.
whatever it was?
So we have 1, 2,
They can see the
3,
fabrics, what you're doing that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't know why we stopped at 19, but we did. I don't know why we just didn't do 20. But we started with 19 fat quarter.
So the good news is, if you're going with something scrappy like this, is that if you see that you're starting to run out, it's very easy to pull a blender in that will go with them to spread your stuff a little bit further, right?
So what I did is I picked colors from this because I wanted these to be my flowers. So we pulled all these colors to get to this color scheme. And so if you want this, once this bolt has sold, we will not be able to get any more. It's a motif fabric, and once they're gone, they're gone. Just so you know.
Now, if you're thinking of doing that, we recommend that you don't cut it up until we get to the blocks, because there's going to be a couple things that we might have to do differently for different blocks.
Right.
So don't cut that up if you're going to do that. And then this is what she's picked for.
I picked a solid background.
Well, not solid.
I mean, a consistent.
Yes. Yes, she's not going
Instead of
scrappy.
This is all done scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there. I want my background all the same. So I picked something that had something going on in it so that it kind of gave the look of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, is there any more we have to say about this?
I don't think so. That will be next week. We haven't decided what block we're going to do. You want to pick a block?
The flower pot.
Oh, no, I think we should start with one that's in the pattern.
Okay. Yeah, we probably should.
Just to get a
Do you
feel
want
for
to
things.
do a
Right?
tree?
Sure.
Okay.
There's 2 trees.
Yeah, 3.
No,
4.
there's 2 different trees.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So maybe you think we could do both?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the trees. So guys, there's 2 different trees. There's this little short squatty one and this taller, thinner one. So we'll do those tree blocks next week. That's what we'll do.
So if you're doing it out of your scraps, just grab a couple of greens.
Mm-hmm.
My trees are all going to be the same. If you're doing it really scrappy, each green row could be all different greens.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be done really scrappy. If you have a fat quarter bundle that you've been trying to use up or thinking you didn't know what to do with it, this might be a great option for that.
Yeah. So that's next week.
The trees.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck finding trees in there.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
They don't even have to be green. You know that, right?
I know. The trees.
There's a lot of scrappy quilts or sampler quilts that you don't necessarily go with the color of the tree.
Are you going to do these tree scrapping?
I don't know.
Okay.
What
So,
do you think?
It might be cool. Okay. So
Anyway, we'll see.
stay tuned.
You've got some greens.
Yeah, there are some.
Look, you could do like every other row or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. We'll see. We'll do something.
So the trees will be next week.
Okay. So that's next week.
And so I do have to say that chances are these are sold by panel. They are $27 a panel. And I'm pretty sure that if you were to buy a panel and you had a friend that wanted to share that panel, I think there's oodles in one of these panels to make this quilt. I think there's going to
Well,
be
especially because you don't have to do every block.
that way.
You can make do with whatever, like if you split it in half. But I would still not cut it
Until we do it.
until we do it, and we talk to you a little bit about how to cut it, because there's a couple things to take into account. Okay. Do you want to show the quilts on the bed next?
Sure, let's go do that.
Have we got enough juice to unplug for that?
Yes, we
And
do.
then we'll plug back in if we have to.
So we have a little quilt show to show you. We've been busy here at the shop. Twyla and I both, actually. I'm going to stand up on the bench so we can show them better.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep.
I'll let you flip it.
Sure. I'll flip you off the bench.
Okay, here we
I
go.
love this.
So this is,
Hard to beat a black and white.
I know, right? So my goal is to finish up every UFO in my stash. And so this was one of the UFOs in my stash.
It's very pretty.
Yeah. I
That
like
backing really suits it nicely.
it. It
doesn't
does too, yeah.
Okay, so that's the first one.
This is a lap quilt.
I'm scared. Am I going to knock you off?
No, you're not.
Okay.
So some of these fabrics are old. So if you like it and want it, I'm sorry.
You're out of luck.
Yeah, this is just a lap quilt we made for the shop.
This would be nice, like on a beach cottage or something.
So this is the quilt that I did. Well, I finished
No.
that sentence.
This is the quilt that
I
didn't
started.
do.
So Stacy finished this quilt for me. So I started it and I had too many nipples in my points, in my centers. And so Stacy took it and finished it. And he also added the block of light.
And when this got to this stage, we hated it.
We did.
We thought this might end up in the garbage.
Yeah.
But by the time this got added and the border,
Yeah. It turned out much better.
it's lovely.
Yeah.
I love these browns.
So thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, he did a good
Rescued
job.
that.
Yeah, he
This
did.
is the William Morris quilt.
This is my favorite.
And it is called Evermore. And Nancy said she really enjoyed making this one. We also had a customer in this week that said they bought this pattern and it was the easiest pattern to follow and sewed up really quickly. Well, you can tell because the blocks are pretty big, like the pieces.
They are, but yet sometimes when a quilt is made with big blocks, it looks really simple.
But
this has a really nice detail to it.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that
I love
one.
the colors in that. William Morris is so pretty.
And then this one is one.
Remember that
Remember that
panel?
panel that's been in my drawer for a long time. So Lloyd put the Celtic knot around for the borders. So that pattern for the Celtic knot is part of the 1,000-word pattern that you can adapt to any panel. And so it just kind of
All you have to
up.
do is lengthen or shorten these pieces.
Yes.
To fit any size, right? And the same across there. So it's a really good panel pattern.
It is.
Is there another one to show on?
Yeah, one more.
Oh, yes.
This baby has been in my closet forever.
How many of these have you made?
I don't know, probably 3 or 4, easily.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's the first time I made this one laying out this way.
Oh, yes, it is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very different.
It was supposed to have a big applique border around the outside, and a customer came into the shop once and was desperate for that background fabric, and I wasn't home, and Wally took her in my sewing room and sold it to her. And so I didn't have enough fabric to do that wide border that it was supposed to, so I put the piece around it and the navy and made it work.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Anyway, that's it for our quilts, but we still have more show and tell. We'll just leave it unmade.
Don't fall.
Okay, so we have other things to show you besides a messy room. Okay.
Still, man, you guys are quiet tonight.
I know.
Are you guys awake out there? Maybe we lost them all.
Maybe we did. Nobody's saying I can't hear you.
Oh, did you turn the mic thing on tonight?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we had in Dallas.
Show this.
Oh, right.
So when you guys do, I just want to show you. When you guys do your lattice, these, I can't tell you the size, but out of your width of fabric, you're only going to get 2 of those cut. You can't get the third one, but you have a decent sized piece of waist. So out of the waist from each one of those lattice strips that we had to do, I just threw those together and put a border around them. So you would have enough to do a very simple throw pillow to toss on top of your quilt.
Or pillow shams?
Yeah, pillow shams. Well, you wouldn't have enough for pillow shams.
You cut another couple strips of the fabric.
Yeah, if you had fabric left over. But this is just the strips left from those. And
can somebody after Peggy Abbott say hi, just so we make sure that our comments are working, just so if anybody's got a question? Okay, so when we were in Dallas, we came across this. And this was a new thing that they were doing when we were there. What was the lady's name?
It wasn't really new to her.
New to us.
It was new to us. Janelle Kent from Moda. She's from Australia. She has a wonderful Instagram and whatever. It's called Pieces to Treasure, I think. So.
Oh, people are saying hi, beautiful quilts. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
So you get this toweling in lots of different
colors,
and she's not the only person who does toweling. There's been other people that have done toweling, that they come out with toweling sometimes. Okay. And you'll notice that there's different types. Like this one has the stripes going down the middle. This one has the stripes going down the edge. This one has the edge but a wider middle piece. So there's all kinds of options. Some are 16 inches wide and some are 18 inches wide. Occasionally, Janelle Kent does a 60 inches wide in some of her lines, and she loves it for backing on throws and stuff. She absolutely loves it.
And it does. It has a different feel than the cotton.
Yeah. I can see it being very nice as a backing.
So did we order some of that 60?
I don't know if it was in this line. It's not in every line that she does, but she, in some lines, she comes out with the 60-inch wide. But it would also give you more options, like if you wanted to look at curtains or something like that, right? That you wouldn't have to piece or have seams or anything.
I know, this would drape nice as a curtain, wouldn't it?
It would. It really would. Yeah.
So my Moda rep is here tomorrow, so I'm going to check with her about the 60 wide.
I don't think she had any in this line. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that she did.
So we're going to show you some projects that
we
we've
just
made.
picked up a few things that are easy peasy, just to show you that toweling does not have to be just cut up, because the intention of this originally is it's dish toweling, right? So and it makes beautiful dish towels. The 2 sides are hemmed, so all you have to do is cut it whatever length you want and put a hem on each end, and you've got nice dish towels, right? So it's really good. But I wanted to show you, and so did Deb, that there's a lot of, not that one.
That's not quilted yet.
We're going to show you some things that are just easy options. We don't necessarily have patterns for all these, but it shows you that you can take patterns and
you can adapt this to any pattern.
Okay. So,
and wait till you feel it. If you walk in the store and feel this,
I don't have pillows, so this doesn't look fluffy enough. But look how easy it is to cut that.
Just in 4.
It's a 90-degree. And match up your lines when you sew it together. And then I didn't bind the edges, because to me this had more of a modern look. So after I had it wrong sides together and sewed my seam allowance, I turned it, and then I took a wider, like a flange binding there, or whatever you want to call it, and it just gives it a more modern look.
I like that pillow a lot.
So that's easy to do.
And it's cuddly. It
is. It's nice. So we just quilted that with what?
Glide.
No. Batting. What did you use? use?
I used
Did
the
you use-
one-sided fusible fleece, but I didn't fuse it. I just used it because it was the right thickness. I
Yeah.
didn't want to use
Now,
it real
on a
batting.
pillow, you could use real batting because a lot of times on pillows, I've done just real batting, right? You could do that.
But I loaded all these in the frame at the same time.
Yes.
So.
This,
Look at that.
This is just like a hot plate that's got thermolam in it, right? So again, instead of 90 degrees, this would be what would that 60, right? 60, yeah, that would be a 60 degree. And again, you just line up your lines when you're cutting. So I was just very careful that the bottom of my ruler was always placed on the same stripe or line on the fabric, or the same position on the fabric, so that every time it went up, they would match up. So that was very easy to do.
I'll say it for you. Easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy. This is another pillow that we don't have stuffing. This is one
cute.
of my favorites. And this, maybe I will do a video some night and show you how to do so look how easy that is. That is just one piece in the background, and this is another piece that you fringe. So you fringe the outer edges, and then I fused it.
Hold it while you hold it.
Once it was fringed to a certain level on both sides, and there's a way to fringe it so that you get it started evenly or whatever, and you get your fringe exactly the right length, the same consistency. So maybe we'll do a video on this one. And I fused it after the pillow top was quilted. I fused it on, and then I stitched it right across
Satin
here
stitch.
with a satin stitch just to stop it. That's not going to fray after that.
Can you imagine if that was filled with stuff in it?
Like with your cushion, it's really, really easy. And I did do a binding on that one, right? But I really like that one.
Really cute.
It is. And that was easy. And
Put on the apron.
this, you can't get any more simple than this. This is just a piece of the toweling with the waistband sewed on it.
Some of us might need that 60
You
wide.
might need the 60 wide for me.
For me.
But the other option is if you're not real tall, you could go that way with your,
Yes.
and get whatever width you needed, right?
Yeah.
But actually, that's not, it covers the front. You can't see. It covers the front enough. Like that's where anything would fall probably. And I didn't even take the time to put pockets. You could put pockets. You could do whatever you wanted. But again, that's an easy option. And then there's this little bag.
That's so cute.
This is so easy. Easy, easy, easy.
And it's just a nice...
So that's one piece of toweling going this way with the stripe, a coordinating one that goes this way, and a piece of applique that was appliqued on before she quilted it. She quilted it with a...
guide.
No, with a backing fabric on it, but then I don't like raw seams inside, so I relined it and put a coordinating lining that went with the star. So it's actually got two linings, like one that's quilted, but then your seams are covered, right?
And we
So-
said after we wish we had used Annie's.
I should have told her to use Annie's in that.
It would have set up.
But this is a nice soft one. It's still got enough,
Yeah.
like it's got the
It's cute.
it's got the fusible in it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the lining that I put in, I just put a stabilizer on it or whatever,
Oh,
like
did you?
just to help it a little bit, but it would be better with by Annie's, I think. This is just a table runner that you can applique, just anything you want to do different or whatever. So that again is just two coordinating pieces of toweling.
And then I'm working on this
And
one.
Deb's working on this one. It's not applique, so the flowers might fall off while we're flinging it around here.
So that's one that I'm working on.
So on these ones, I would recommend the fusible fleece, probably. The only thing, if you're going to do these as a table runner, when you actually get done and you get ready to quilt them, I would unstitch that last bit, because otherwise, you're going to have a really thick edge when you go to put your backing or your binding on. So I would unstitch it, and then you can actually trim that down when you're trimming and get rid of those rough edges. And then this is absolutely adorable.
This is my favorite.
Look at this little, so these are some of her wovens that are coming out
I should have brought that kit over.
In January. So this is, Rhoda's coming tomorrow in this line of wovens that we talked about before, how they're a looser weave. You really
starch them.
You really got to starch. I mean, you can try it without, but those fabrics were slip sliding every which direction. It's much better starched. So those were wovens. This is some of her new toweling.
I'm going to go get the pattern.
This is her toweling. You make this in a long, and look, when you open it up, there's your matching thing inside. You make this in a long runner. So there is a pattern for this. The only thing is the pattern that she had other little blocks that were more fiddly, and I had a lot of these stupid little projects to do, so I opted to go for something really simple and quick that I could whip up. So there's a couple pockets in there. So there's 2 pockets. And after you get the long piece done, it's just the way you fold it before you bind it that gives you your pockets. So it's really easy to do, and a couple ties to tie it.
So this is the kit they gave us when we were in Dallas, except you changed these blocks.
I explained that to them, that they were really friggy, and we had a lot of projects we were trying to get done, so I was looking through them.
So this was the pattern.
But you could put any
case right there?
Any block you want. So you start with this long piece is what this started as. It started like this.
As a table runner.
As a table runner.
Or you can make it into a pillowcase.
You can, yeah.
Or you can make it into this. That one pattern
does
gives
it
you
all.
the 3 options. Yep. And this is what they gave us when we were over there. They gave us the layer cake. And these are all the colors that are coming in.
In January. They're not released yet for purchase yet.
But we do have this one kit that we brought back. Anyway, so we've got the whole line of wovens coming. And the linens. So, that's it.
Was there anything else? I think that was it, wasn't it?
I think so.
You told them about your sales. That was the thing you said not to let you forget,
Yes.
right? That what tomorrow's. I think that's it, guys. So did we have any more?
So it's right here, 12.
Any
But you're
comments?
not seeing in much more than what I'm seeing.
Oops, that's because once you go like this and you go back, we lose the comments that were there. It drives me crazy.
Okay. So if you have, that chicken is
Oh,
cute.
here's some. So are those there? Love that bag. The chicken is so cute.
So if you have any questions about anything that we did tonight, just so you know, the messages, we changed iPads thinking that would fix it, and it didn't.
But I think we've seen, it looks like we're seeing whatever.
Ooh.
Look at the lint on you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this Monday night. We will see, Twyla and I will see you back
Next Monday.
Yes.
And we'll be in the Christmas, kind of in the Christmas.
What was this for?
Oh, we're not good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later.